Language is very logical, has to be by necessity. Truth is very illogical, very asymmetrical. It is not a syllogism, it is a poetry. It is not arithmetical, it is a song. It is more like love than like logic. That's why language cannot express it. Can you express your love in a syllogism? You will have to make something like this. You go to a woman and you say, your nose is as it should be. Your color is good. Your hair are perfect. Your body is proportionate. Your belly is not coming out. Therefore, I love you. The woman will scream and call the police. This is no way to fall in love. You don't fall in love with a syllogism. You don't come to a conclusion. Love is a jump, not a conclusion. When you make a syllogism, you think of parts. The nose, the breast, the belly, the waist, the legs, the hands, the fingers, the hairs, the color, the teeth. You think of 1,001 parts. Logic can go only to the parts. But where is the whole? Where is this woman, this particular woman? She is not just her nose. She is not just her hair. She is not just her hands, legs. She is more than the sum total of her parts. You fall in love with that more. You fall in love with the whole. And you love her nose because you love her. You love her first. Then you love her nose. Not the other way round. You love her first, that's why you love her teeth. Not the other way round. Logic goes through the part, love goes through the whole. Truth is more like love. It is an insight into the whole. That whole is called God, our truth, our Tao. Language is linear. It moves in a straight line. Nothing moves in life in straight lines. Life moves in circles. The earth moves in a circle around the sun. And the earth moves on its own hub in a circle. And the seasons move in a circle. And the stars move in a circle. And life moves in a circle. Everything moves in a circle. Only logic, language move in a line. Language is linear. And existence is non-linear. Existence is circular. You cannot express the circle through the line. Line goes straight. Circle has line in it, but it is curved. It is never straight. If you listen to life, a straight line is an invention of geometry. Straight lines don't exist. Euclid says straight lines exist, but now a new geometry has come into existence, non-Euclidean geometry. It says there are no straight lines. Straight lines are not there at all. How can you draw a straight line? If you draw a straight line sitting here on the floor, it will not be straight because the earth is round. So if you go on drawing that line, go on drawing, one day you will find it has become a circle. So when it was small, it looked straight, but it was not. It was part of a great circle. It was an arc. You misunderstood it. Go on, making it bigger and bigger and bigger, and one day you will see it has become a circle. Every line turns to be a circle finally. So every line is part of a circle. But the circular logic is very different than the linear logic. The linear logic goes on progressing. It goes on evolving. It knows no involution. That's why in the West, Western religions have the concept of creation, but they don't have any concept of destruction. Their God only creates and then is hooked. Then it goes on and on. This is absolutely false, because nothing can go on forever. Someday it has to come to rest. In the East, God creates and God destroys. One day the world comes into existence, one day it disappears again. This whole experience of millions of years is called one day of God, Brahma's day. And he is both the creator and the destroyer. Now the Western mind cannot think how God can be the destroyer. That is very logical. The creator cannot be destroyer. But in the East we know far more deeper. We have an intuitive feel for the whole. Yes, the creator has to be the destroyer too. Otherwise, there will not be any death. There will be only life. And there will be no hate. There will be only love. And there will be no sadness. There will be always happiness. It is not so. Everything born dies. So this whole existence is born one day dies. Only in the East we have the concept, and with evolution we have the concept of involution. All is not going always progressing. With progress there is a regress too. And you can watch and see it. In one thing you progress, in another thing you regress. When a man becomes very rich, inside he becomes very poor. When a man has all, inside he starts feeling he has nothing. So progress and regress go on hand in hand. When a man renounces all, suddenly he feels he has become a master of his own being. The beggar becomes the emperor. The emperor becomes the beggar. Life is very paradoxical. It is not linear. It is not logical. And because of the language and its line structure, time is created. Past, present, future. In fact, there is no past and no future. There is only present. It is all eternity. Existence has no past and existence has no future. Existence lives in eternity. It is always now. So how that now can be expressed? Impossible. Because our language carries the idea of past and present. Our language is created by our memory. It is committed to the memory. Because it is committed to the memory, it thinks about past. Memory has past. And because it thinks of past, it thinks of future too. Future is nothing but the projection of the past again. And between the past and the future, it goes on missing the present, which is the only reality. God is present. You cannot say God was. That will be stupid. And you cannot say God will be. That will be stupid again. You can only say God is. God always is. There is no was and no will be. God is. This isness is called by Zen people tathata, suchness. This suchness cannot be expressed by language. Language will destroy this suchness. It will divide into past, present and future. And immediately things disappear. The moment you divide the wholeness of a thing, you destroy it. I can show you a beautiful rose.